Okay, so we gotta talk about true Vasto. Now, on this account, I don't have a single Vasto prog at all. I'm pretty sure it's like grade 1 or whatever. But I get all my information from the type info server, so you know I'm gonna shout them out since they're pretty much making my whole video. So go join their Discord, link in the description. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, I'm not part with them, but you know, yeah. Anyways, right, we've got some info to share. You feel me? Okay. I'm pretty sure most of you know the base requirements, right? But we'll talk about them anyways, okay? So there are pretty much these 3 different NPCs in each realm. First NPC is in Ring 1 of Hell, and I'll just go to them really quickly so that you can see it while I'm talking. But pretty much these NPCs, all they do is just tell you, go find the other NPC, yada yada yada. It's not that hard. But pretty much you just talk to all 3 of them. And I think the third one, the last one, is in the library. But the first one's right here on this side of Hell. It's pretty close to spawn. But obviously I can't talk to them because I'm not a true Vasto. You got to be a true Vasto card to talk to them. And then once you talk to all 3 of them, you will be at the library, which is pretty much where you need to be. There was hints, but I'm not going through all the screenshots to go find those hints, right? So we'll just pull up the most recent information that we have on how to craft the item that you actually need to become a true Vasto after you talk to all those NPCs, right? Okay, so the first item that you need, and the only, is a Hogyoku ball. Now you might be wondering, what the horn diddly fuck is a Hogyoku ball? Well, that was my question, okay? The answer is pretty much you have to craft it, okay? And we have crafting information right here. If you look at this stuff, you can see a lot of these things got leaked. Pretty much, he says you can see crafting items through F2 commands. I don't know exactly what that's supposed to mean, but we can see right here, there's a lot of stuff that you can craft, right? We know how to craft the Flash Fang. It's just a Dark Fang headband and a Fang Star, and then you just put them on the opposite sides, and then boom, your Flash Fang goes from like boring lame color to like glowing color, and it was yeah, it's pretty cool. We also got things like Grand Death, Empowered Byakurai for Soul Reapers, Grand Death. I think that's Grand Ray Zero upgrade, which is fucking insane. Eater's Siphon, I don't know what that is, maybe a Quincy thing, and Hadoken. Alright, well, yeah, we got Street Fighter in here too. And a wrestling style manual. Nobody seems to know what this is, but it's a thing that you can craft. It says no ancient Vasto item, although I'm not sure. But all of these things are pretty much just the upgrades to moves, which is the thing that I noticed, aside from the wrestling manual. I said wrestling. Overall though, so far the only information that we have about making the Hogyoku ball is it being 9 true fragments, true Hogyoku fragments. I haven't seen anybody get it by crafting. I heard someone got it from ranked, but then they also still couldn't use it even after they got it. So maybe there's more steps. It's just very, very convoluted. But right now, that's pretty much all we know about True Vasto. It's a very long, tedious process. You have to go through every single ring of hell, get to the library, and then once you do that, you'll be able to start it. You know, you'll be able to kind of get it, start crafting it. But getting to the library is a useful thing for all races anyways, because you need to upgrade your moves. So that's always good. But yeah, for Vasto, that's pretty much all we know. It's a very short segment, but I will be updating these videos, by the way, on all the information in the future. So just subscribe, turn on notice if you want to see the next one where we get more information. Okay, next thing I want to cover is Almighty, right? Almighty is the only other thing that we have even a few hints about. I think the Excalibur quest is kind of like unknown, as well as the True Shunko. We don't know anything about that. So the gatekeeping is insane, but you know. Next thing we have to talk about is the Almighty though, right? Okay, first, the quest line. So if you don't know how you get Almighty, these are the only steps we know so far. Not everything is fully confirmed, just a little bit. Here are the confirmed Almighty tasks. So first thing we have is roll your True Volt until you get your chosen gift and select Give. Your True Volt is randomized and you need to attain Volt and speak to the balance NPC to check if it's your true Volt. So pretty much what this means, it's kind of confusing. Each person has a different quote-unquote true Volt, like the Volt that you're supposed to have. So anyways, you go back to the balance NPC, check if you have that Volt that you're supposed to have, and if you do have it, right, the correct Volt, then he will tell you to give or take, and what you want to do is select give, right? The reason you want to do this is because obviously it's for Almighty. And I'm pretty sure the reason for this is because Yuhabak also Jesus Christ. Yuhabak also gave out his power to the Quincy's and stuff, you know, all that stuff. But after that, then you're going to want to roll each Volt in alphabetical order and complete a task given for each Volt and select give. Okay. Oh, and I guess it was confirmed right here. First confirm is the first letter of your Roblox user is your true gift. So if no Volt for that letter, it keeps going down the list until it finds one in A to Z order. So for example, my name starts with an A, so it would be balance because there is no shrift A, except for Almighty, obviously. And you know, so on and so forth. You've got a compulsory, nimble, heat, wind, iron, overkill. A bunch of stuff that you could get. You pretty much have to roll it, whatever letter your name is. And if there is no letter for that, then just, you know, count your alphabet in order and the next one should be yours. And for people who start with numbers at the beginning of their name, it might just be the first letter and not count the numbers, but I'm not sure. It could be a strat to just change your Roblox username, but I don't know if you guys actually want to do that. You could just change your Roblox username if you care about keeping your shrift more than, you know, rolling for whatever. Like I could change my name in game to like Mamatsu, and then I have the miracle as my chosen shrift, right? But yeah, pretty simple. That is the only things that we have confirmed for the Almighty because it's being gatekept. And also, I heard that you might have to not die. Okay, you might have to be not killed or have died a single time during the entire progression. I highly doubt that. I think that's just not. No. Dying to the volts test, right? Where you prove your worth. That could also kill you. So, yeah. I don't know if you have to be, you know, completely alive and not have died a single time. If it is the case that you have to do that, then that's pretty difficult, right? You're probably not going to be alive for every single volt check. There's also these screenshots, fly high, beautiful evolution, and invade their minds. Butterfly and compulsory quests are confirmed. Okay, so this one is butterfly, and then this one is beautiful, or sorry, this one is compulsory. I said beautiful, I'm retarded. The compulsory is 19 grips with shrift. So yeah, pretty much after you get each shrift, it'll give you a different quest. If you're not able to die during any of these, this thing is actually impossible to get, but I'll just read them out really quickly, right? So the butterfly quest is pretty much travel 999 studs with shrift and volt moves. That one's not that bad, right? Not that bad. 999 studs is like basically just half of the KT map. Compulsory quest is confirmed. It is 15 to 19 grips. And obviously after that it would be D, since ABCD, which is death dealing, so we don't know if they're killable during this. I assume you will be able to die, but the next death dealing quest is everything is lethal within this world. And that one is going to be yet 100% lethal dosage on someone. Very, very easy. That one's like probably the easiest one out of all of them. I mean, compulsory gripping 19 people. Good God. Next one will be the explode, but that's as far as we got right now. It's gonna be a long list, right? Because we gotta go all the way to Z. So this is possibly the longest quest out of anything in the entire game. That is actually insane. I mean, it really does get to a point of how long you want your quest to be. I digress, man. But yeah, that's pretty much all the information we have about both the Almighty and True Vasto. Or sorry, not True Vasto, Ancient Vasto. I call it True Vasto, I'm retarded. Ancient Vasto, which is probably the most broken race in the entire game once you get it. So low-key, Arancars are eating insanely good, and they're gonna have a hell of a lot easier time getting this. And after they do, I'm having a very, very big feeling that they're going to be the best race in the entire game, and it's going to be undisputed. I low-key might just prog a whole Vasto car just so that I can get the best shit in the game. I mean, that's insane, dude. They're already like OP as shit. But you know, I'm rambling. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.